are at the world headquarters of Sesame Workshop, makers of Sesame Street and so many other fine educational media products that help kids grow smarter, stronger, and kinder.
Oh my gosh. And who are you?
I'm Michael Levine, and I run the Joan Ganz Cooney Center, which is a research and development lab based here at Sesame Workshop. And I'm also on the senior team that leads Sesame's work day to day.
And how do we find you on Twitter?
You can go to my Twitter handle, which is mlevine_JGCC.
One of our new big thinkers. This is awesome. And I'm just going to follow it around because this is like the world's coolest office that I have ever seen.
I'll show you other things. Come along, Dana.
Okay, I'm going to leave my bag there.
Yeah,
but I'm at Sesame Street, so I know I'm safe.
Here's Cookie Monster. And these are all meticulously drawn chalk drawings that show people that we're still interested in the art form of creating real live Muppet creatures, or monsters. So there's a whole team which I can show you downstairs,
right,
that does all this work. And here's some of the characters giving you a warm welcome.
Oh, this is awesome. This is the highlight of my day so far.
Well, it's the highlight of my day every day.
I bet.
If you walk into these here parts and are feeling a little sad or a little blue, you're out of it right away.
I bet.
So I'll show you a little bit more around the corner here.
And it brings your childhood right back.
Let me show you some of the different display cases that we've got over here. I'm going to take you downstairs.
Even the ladies' room is fun.
Come on downstairs for a moment.
Okay.
So the different...
just like toys everywhere.
Yeah, so all the educational toys and books. And anything proprietary here?
Oh, is that?
Yeah, don't worry. I think it's okay.
It will erase quickly.
There's one of our founders with Mrs. Cooney, Lloyd Morissette, Joan Ganz Cooney. These are the two co-founders of Sesame Workshop 46 years ago.
Wow.
And yeah, some amazing,
a lot of familiar faces.
Amazing familiar faces of people who've worked here, or people who made very good contributions here. And you can see there's also interesting different characters, different ways of thinking about the characters in different contexts.
Right.
So it's a lot of, how shall I put it? Experimentation. This is the 46th year of experimentation.
46th year.
Yeah. At Sesame Workshop.
So when did it transition into becoming an interactive brand?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as interactives were born for kids.
It was an early
there was
jumped right in.
There was like a Sesame sort of game studio in the 1990s. Which had interactives, and of course all the interactive stuff that is related. So the big game changer here was the move from the mouse to the touch screen, because little fingers, really are. That touch screen is really designed for little fingers,
right?
So that's when
kids
really
adapt so quickly to it.
That's when it really became sort of a huge thing. That's like the iPhone and the iPad, in the last 5-6 years, right?
Right.
I mean the iPad's only like 3 plus, and the iPhone is like 6-7 years old.
Right.
So, yeah.
And I notice on your Twitter you've got a lot of posts about gaming and.
Yeah, we do a lot of work on games here. We do a lot of research on the promise of games to personalize, learning and to engage kids.
Oh, that's
especially
great.
Kids who are heavy media consumers. We need to figure out a way for those who are heavy media consumers who are struggling in school to rebalance their digital diet so that they're getting the good stuff. It's like Cookie Monster knows that he can't only eat cookies all the time.
Right.
Little kids can't just have entertainment all the time. They have to have,
As a mother of 6, that's good news. They're too old now, but, blended family. Nobody in their right mind would do that on purpose. Well, maybe a few people might.
So, just real quick, I'll show you 2 more things. I'll show you a tiny bit of the studio, and I'll show you a little bit.
There's the sunny days. I remember that song.
Sunny
days, everything's A-okay. Oh my gosh.
My way, right?
It's just like a giant chalkboard.
And this is where when people come to perform.
Right.
And just shoot a little bit on green screen.
So is this the green room?
Green room where people coming in and see the characters and these little lamps, and
The Sesame Street Green Room.
people leave little things here.
Who would have ever thought I would be here? That's very cool. So who's some of the most famous people in here?
You mean who has come here?
Yes. Or even recently. Because you get a lot of big names.
Yeah, look, I mean, we've had so many people on the show. I mean, every big name that you can imagine. Michelle Obama. It's,
Right.
You know, written a lot of, has done a lot of public service announcements, has had other first ladies.
Right.
Let's see, I mean...
We need to start having them sign the wall.
Yeah, no, I know.
Pick their character and
have, like, signing the walls.
Their favorite character.
I'm trying to think of, I mean, all sorts of, you know, rock stars.
Everybody you can imagine.
You know, on Sesame Street.
Right.
Check it out. Let's see here. Okay, so you can take a look. So we can do like short things, like whether it's, you know, podcasts or word on the street, or
Right.
other things that would be interactive and mobile. Not enough room here. Like a character. Let's say we wanted to do a public service announcement on the importance of healthy habits for life, or the importance of reading to your child.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good place to do things like that, because you don't necessarily want to go all the way out to the Astoria Queen studio.
So when you do a
short form things.
podcast, do you do live feeds in the sense that people join in and watch? Are you doing things like that yet?
The podcasting, I'm just trying to think. I'm not an expert on this. I don't know whether it's live, actually. It's not like a podcast radio show, but there are sort of like daily doses of, like,
Right.
let's say the word on the street
Right.
would be, you know, a video podcast, right? With, you know, Murray, you know, doing street scenes, as well as, you know, doing something with the Muppet characters to reinforce a literacy lesson.
Right.
So those are very, very popular.
And those go out through
SesameStreet.org.
Okay.
And many other, you know, like we're on YouTube, we're on Netflix, we're
and
on
you're
Hulu.
tweeting them out on your Twitter too, so we
yeah,
can
I mean,
find them.
I should see whether or not Dan Lewis is here. He's our social media guy. I'll see if he's around.
Okay,
You can say
great.
hello. So that's the mini studio, the in-house headquarters studio.
So Michael, tell me about your
There's
focus.
a video room, which people are working. So this is where, you know, videos get cut and
magic
mixed and
gets
all that
made.
sort of stuff, right? And then, you know, next door, it's just
Right.
an office next door. There's an audio room where people are doing, these guys are working.
Making
how are
lots of
you?
noise.
Hi, how are
You're
you?
live on Twitter.
Good. Live on Twitter. How we doing?
How is it having the world's funnest job?
Yeah, what's good.
I'm interrupting him right now.
Not at all. Not at all. What are we touring about?
We're just doing a little social media thing about, you know, the Cooney Center and the value of Sesame Street
Oh, nice.
to the world.
Are you from
and
Cooney?
No, I'm just a.
You are.
I run it.
Oh, well, good. Well, that's a fun
I'm-
one.
So
One
tell
more
me
thing.
about the
The Cooney Center?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
your focus.
so Joan Gans Cooney
Right.
founded Sesame Workshop
Right.
46 years ago.
Right.
And 40 years after she founded that, the workshop asked me to start a new digital innovation lab,
Okay.
which is named for Mrs. Cooney,
Okay.
and is endowed by her and her very generous husband, the billionaire Pete Peterson.
Okay.
And we do research on everything that's coming next for kids.
Right.
We're very interested in educational equity,
Mm-hmm.
so that we're very, very much devoted to making sure that the kids who are not succeeding in school,
Mm-hmm.
but who are very interested in digital media, will get a boost from their use of digital media.
Right.
So we do research, we do policy work, we do convenings,
Mhm.
we do prototypes, and we work closely with, you know, Sesame Workshop, but not just with Sesame Workshop. The way I would like to put this is that we were created by Sesame Workshop and Friends. We are based here,
Mm-hmm.
you know, of Sesame Workshop and Friends, but we are for the
Hello.
larger field.
Right.
We are working to build alliances so that every child gets a decent start, and that we are able to identify new innovations.
Right.
that
And
will
Michael,
help.
when I met you, you were on a panel, so I take it you do a lot of panels, a lot of speaking.
Yeah.
So that's good to note for everybody to know. And
I'm available for talks.
You like to talk about this. You're passionate, and I've
written a
seen you,
book.
and you're
I've just written
amazing.
a book.
What's the book
So
called?
the book is called Tap, Click, Read.
Okay.
Growing Readers in a World of Screens.
Okay,
And
we'll
it's
send
all
out a
about
link
the
for that.
Future of learning. It'll be out on September 21st.
Okay, and tell everybody as we sign off and go have our meeting, your Twitter handle one more time really clearly, and the Cooney Center.
M.Levine_JGCC. That's Joan Gans Cooney Center, JGCC. And just follow everything that's going on in the Cooney Center at Cooney Center, Cooney Center, Center. Look forward to seeing you on Twitter.